We will combat the counterfeiting and piracy that destroys American jobs. We will enforce the rules of fair and reciprocal trade that form the foundation of responsible commerce.
President Donald Trump announcing an inquiry last summer into allegations that Chinese trade practices are harming the U.S. This was done under Section 301 of the U.S. Trade Act, looking at claims China flouted copyright laws and stole U.S. company secrets. Trump has decided China is guilty and will impose tariffs unilaterally. He doesn't need congressional approval. This has raised the prospect of a global trade war. And while that sounds dramatic, these Section 301 complaints have been a feature of U.S. trade policy for years, particularly during the 1980s under another Republican president, Ronald Reagan.
Is Darth Vader my father?
In 1983, when Luke Skywalker had his final showdown with Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi, Hollywood studios filed a complaint against Taiwan over blocking distribution of their movies. Even my shoes would have been problematic back then. In the same year, Japan and Brazil blocked exports of US leather-made goods. And while we're at it, let's add Taiwan again with American rice, South Korea with wire rope, and the European Union with soybeans. And while China has threatened retaliation if tariffs are imposed, it's determined to avoid this.
We have said many times, there are no winners in a trade war. It can only harm people.
The costs are difficult to estimate because the knock-on effects would be global, but they appear high enough for a cross-section of US industries, from snow sports to toy makers, to unite in warning Trump against imposing tariffs on China. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.